Good morning all.
Morning.
Welcome to Sunday, June the 1st. It's just gone 9:30 in the morning and as we're getting the first indications of rain. Starting to drizzle slightly.
The temperature.
But
What's the temperature?
is 16 degrees.
Still alright, like.
Okay. Heading southeast to Vimoutier today. It's a journey of about 2 hours, maybe just less than 2 hours. It is Sunday. The French will be out most of their time off, so the roads could well be busy.
Well, we'll just see as we go.
Anyway, let's hit the road, Jack.
Now, leave the
You can't
exit.
get food, but you can buy flowers.
Right, there's our first hiccup of the day. Set the satnav for the Vimoutier Tiger. Takes us down onto the N13 motorway. Suddenly takes us off the N13 motorway in through Caen, and then back out to the motorway again. Why?
In 200 yards, you will reach your destination. The destination is to the left.
It was to the left when we were coming over way, now it's to the left, that's way.
You have reached your destination. The destination is to the left.
Now I see. Same thing we did before.
The wrong thing. Well, you were on there. West.
Oh, alors toi je te connais, tu vas t'acheter des chaussures.
There should be north and east.
C'est vrai que je vais aussi m'acheter une montre.
48, 48 and west, and it's 52 and east. Right,
En
okay.
vérité, c'est bien plus que ça. C'est des vêtements, des accessoires, des super offres. Pas de chaussures, c'est quoi ça finit? Voulez-vous que des chaussures? Un impact à réparer, un parcours
48, 55, 25 north.
c'est l'heure et le lieu qui vous conviennent le mieux. Et oui, vous
0,
pouvez choisir de venir
12,
ensemble, même si chez
52.
vous. Et même sur votre lieu de travail, c'est où vous voulez. Chez Carglass, la solution la plus proche de chez vous, c'est aussi chez vous. Et jusqu'au 20 juin, pour toute intervention par brise, Carglass vous offre un aspirateur de voiture développé par Noroto. Alors, prenez
How far away are we now?
ou appelez-nous gratuitement au 3044.
Not very far. Still an hour.
What?
In 200 yards, turn left onto the D247. Now, turn left.
Country lane.
So 29 miles, but it's taking us an hour.
For the next 1 mile, keep straight on this road.
You're definitely not going to go speeding on this town.
That's why it's taking you an hour.
yards, bear right. In 200 yards, turn sharp right.
Another old beetle.
Now, turn sharp right. In 200 yards, bear left.
Okay, the Vimoutier Tiger, or Char Vimoutier in French. What can I tell you about it? Well, it was one of 5 that broke out when the Battle of Normandy was starting to come to an end, and the Germans were making their retreat towards Falaise. They were largely surrounded by the Americans and headed for the Falaise Gap. This one allegedly ran out of fuel and was abandoned by its crew, but not before they had immobilized it with 2 explosive charges on the inside. But what we see here is largely an original Tiger 1. Apart from the dodgy paint job that the locals did on it. This is, if anybody has seen any photographs of German camouflage before, this ain't it. It was bulldozed off the road by the Yanks to clear the way for their convoys. Now, whether that was over this way or over this way, I do not know, but it lay there until about 30 years ago, when the locals pulled it out and decided they put it on display as a, well, certainly not a tribute to the Germans, but as a reminder of the war. But here she sits, and has done for a long time. The idea was to spend money and restore it, maybe not to working condition, but to how it might have looked back in the day. That hasn't happened yet, and doesn't look like it's ever likely to. So yeah, this is it. This is the Tiger 1. If you've seen Kelly's Heroes, you'll have seen what were Russian tanks dressed up to look like tigers. They give a good impression. 56 tons of German night, let down by an absence of fuel. But standing beside her, she is pretty awesome. There's an information board down here. Telling you stuff off the top of my head. I could have been reading it off this board. Yeah. Sunday, August the 20th, 1944, the decisive stage of the Battle of Normandy is coming to an end. The Falaise pocket where the German forces are surrounded is on the point of being wiped out. On August 21st, 5 German tanks which succeeded in breaking out take up a position in the Gurkha area. One of them, Tiger Type E, number 231, this baby, heading for Vimoutier, is immobilised shortly before entering the town. It's probably run out of fuel. Rendered inoperable by its crew with 2 explosive charges. This Tiger tank, of which only one more exists in France, was purchased by the town, restored, questionable, and put on its present site. It has been under preservation order as a historical monument since 1975. So 50 years ago. It says here 1,355 Tigers were produced by Henschel between 1942 and 1944. Technical characteristics: crew of 5, 8.24 meters long, 3.15 meters wide, 2.88 meters high. Combat weight was 56 tons, maximum speed on the road 23 miles per hour. It had a range of 90 to 100 kilometers before needing refueling. Yeah, of all the noisy bikes that can pass on will be a Ducati. V12 engine, 23.8 litres, creating 650 horsepower at 3000 RPM. Armament was 1 KWK 36 88 caliber gun with 92 rounds, 2 machine guns, 2 MG34s, 7.92 millimeters with 3,920 rounds per gun, and 1 grenade launcher for close range defence. And there we have it. Of course, we ended up in the wrong place whenever we first started looking for this. What did John do? Yeah, John put down the coordinates for a western position instead of an eastern position, and we took ourselves about an hour out of the way. It's the second time we've done that. Check your coordinates. Make sure west is west and east is east, and not the other way around. Another big lesson learned. This is where we're hoping to eat. Yeah, let's hope they've got a table for us. Flicker on the screen here because so much neon going on around here.
Oh, I see me flickering.
So I'll get some shots of further down. There's too many people around here at the minute. Still a little bit more from the inside of Tommy's. It's got everything. Petrol pumps, Wurlitzers. It's just happy days all over. And down to the big windows, sofas. And all the movie memorabilia. We've now made it to the Grand Bunker, which is an observation and fire control bunker covering the ports of Ouistreham. Got an 88 sitting here, and I think this is a 25-pounder field gun. Relic from Saving Private Ryan. There's all the gump down here. Yeah, 25-pounder field gun, I was right. British. These two tires. Let's see what it says about this 88. Again, starting in the basement, and a couple of British road engineers, the radio kit. And this guy over here is having a squeeze. Nothing like a snooze in a sentry's position. Lieutenant Bob Orrell. And this is how many later days? Yeah. Must be something of a celebrity around here. Yes, they had a mention in the dispatches. Service bar bronze oak leaf for brave conduct.
That's all that's there.
Yeah. 3945 star, France and Germany star, defence medal, war service medal. All these here, this group. Royal Engineer stable belt. So yes. Defensive machine gun position. It's like a telephone system, I would say. wonder how much of this cable is original. I wish I had basin with a hand pump. Hey, here's something that tells a bit of a story. So, this is obviously air filter. The whole system. MG42, MG34, spare barrels. He's well equipped. Because this is a PPSHK. It's a Russian gun or Polish. Guessing these depict on one of the Eastern conscripts. So I wonder, is this the arsenal and stuff that Bob Earl found? And they've even got their own armour in here. Let's go to the next floor. 47mm Skoda cannon. How it would have been placed. Started in 1941. 41. SOE operative with a mountain of equipment, even down this pigeon. Various cap badges, shoulder ranks, a whole lot. British, German, it's all here. Okay, loads and loads of communications equipment. Another radio room. So, unless I see anything that tells me different, I'm thinking this is where the fire control room is. This is the heartbeat of this bunker, nerve center. This guy just looks plain scary. I'm guessing he's been here too long. It's a B-17 propeller blade. From the floor to the top of the blade, it is exactly, no, maybe slightly taller than myself. Well, that was only a brief insight into the Ouistreham bunker. There's far too many people in, and you can't really talk. So there's better videos than this on the subject, so if you want to go and look for them, feel free. But yeah,
What's just your take on it?
too many folk, couldn't talk, couldn't manoeuvre.
That's one thing you can't control.
No, you can't. It is open to visitors, and it is the D-Day period coming up, so yeah, just expect that. So now that we've done that, what I should have done was gone to the toilet first. But we're going to the village of Roe to find the Otto Funk Alley, and hopefully the satnav will be much kinder to us now, and it has been all day. It's let us a merry dance a few times. Bear with me, I will be back shortly. Moving on from the 88, we've got a part of a Bailey Bridge here, and we have solid rubber tired wheels that I presume came from artillery pieces, and the remains of an engine, V12, possibly a Merlin. And again, another V12. These could have come from Spitfires, they could have come from Hurricanes, maybe even Mustangs. A few propellers. Not sure what they've come from because there's nothing here to tell us. See how high this bunker is. Right. We'll go down outside here. Probably nothing to see, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. Hear them yahoos for their bicycle races. Here we go, another steps, more steps and more steps, more steps, more hills. Some vehicles around here. One of Rommel's sea defences. So we've got an American M5 half track. Doesn't say that that's what it is, but it is an M5 half track. Over here we have a Stewart M3 tank. Same as the one sitting outside the Caen World War II Museum. Two 30 caliber machine guns alongside the main armament, which doesn't seem to be very big unless you're standing in the way. Let's say that's probably 37mm. Yep, 37mm cannon. There's a 4-man crew in this thing. I'm squeezing 4 men in there. Certainly wouldn't want to be one of them. For a while, it's lost its tracks for a start. Serious rust in the underside of the gun. just as I was thinking. June the 6th, 1944 at 07:30 hours, an LCT loaded with 4 M7s, half track and a jeep with the 58th Armoured Field Artillery Battalion heading for Omaha Beach was hit at the rear by a shell just under the flotation. The landing craft capsized, quickly sank into the sea, deep sea. The M7s were recovered in the 1960s and this one was retrieved in 1982. This is a rare relic recovered from the sea, but there are still many wrecks, tanks and small artefacts on the seabed. Still turns. That's it for the Grand Bunker. Go back to the car now and put in the coordinates and go to Row. So this is our last stop for the night. Otto Funk Alley. And this here is Otto Funk. He was an 18-year-old SAS, I keep saying SS soldier. Schutzsturm. And the reason apparently he has this look on his face because he was standing here beside this pole, looking out to the street, and apparently there was an SS division tank sitting in the middle of the road and its commander was being washed out by a hose. Now if that doesn't make you look the way Otto did, not want to say I'm feeling sorry for him being SS and all that, but yeah, watching a colleague being washed out of a tank with a hose, if that indeed is true, what we do know of Otto is that he survived the war, died in his 80s. second guy in this picture is Günther Strelow, the 12th SS Panzer Division, Hitler Youth. Unfortunately for him, he didn't survive the war.